it's impossible to be homeless. When I see people in the street, I just think, how do you guys do it? Because at least I did have friends to stay with, even if it was in cars, somewhere a bit warmer. But it's awful, honestly. You can't afford anything. Like, getting a job is next to impossible because there's people with so much more experience that can't get a job, and it's just not there, especially if you don't have the qualifications as well. So I've been in hostels for about a couple of years and been homeless for a year. Schools don't really know what to do when a student comes to them with this problem, so it's like they can kind of dismiss it, or they have to maybe take proper procedures if you're not coming into school as often. They have to exclude you and do that stuff because they're just doing their job. I think that there needs to just be a system in place where the youth that live in these situations are fully supported and even trained to become adults, because I didn't know what to do. I still don't know what to do. I'm just learning as I go, kind of thing, yeah.
The extent of youth homelessness is not very well recorded at all. There are statistics, but a lot of them really underplay just how many young people are facing this crisis. Over 250,000 young people every night are either sofa surfing, so going between friends and family's houses with no sort of definite place to stay, or sleeping on the streets. So those are people, 250,000, that are not recorded at all by the government. And then there's obviously thousands more that are recorded by the government or are being supported and placed in hostels and temporary accommodation, supported accommodation. So what we really found is that we need to get better data on that in order to understand it. The government's approach to it in recent years and the environment of austerity certainly seems to have had something to do with the spiralling crisis and the rise in the number of young people experiencing homelessness. And I think it's really important that we look at the situation that we're in now, we get some decent data on it, and then we think about moving forward. And of course the government has a massive role to play in that.
The project is called A Place to Call Home, and it was about exploring youth homelessness in London and Newcastle and what we could do to help to combat it. Because quite often, say you've got stock images for things to do with youth homelessness, often it's somebody like this, or people looking really sad. And the young people that we worked with were funny and outgoing, and they were all really aspirational for the future. And they know that they've had a difficult start in life, but they want to really make a go of it. And that was something really exciting.
Ever since I've got onto this project, I've actually really gained hope. Today, this is like my one opportunity I've had throughout the years of being homeless and in hostels, is my voice is being heard, and it makes me feel great. Honestly, it's giving me so much confidence. Like, yeah, definitely.